All right, so I just played Scorn, and it was the most disturbing, weird, just gross, terrible feeling game I've ever played. I really didn't know what I was getting into when I started it. I thought it was kind of going to be a weird version of like Dune or something. but it wasn't at all. It just kind of made me feel terrible. I don't really understand the point of the whole game. You're kind of like, I guess you're in hell, and you're walking around like on goo and flesh and gore and blood and just nasty stuff. And even though it was just so like, I mean, I don't really know the word, just gross and nasty. For some reason, it made you want to keep playing to discover what was going on. So I was trying to get into it, walking around, solving puzzles and stuff. And then at a certain point, I got like an egg off a wall, put it on a conveyor belt, brought it down, and then I was walking around and I could hear this like weird moaning, groaning sound. Ended up there was like a deformed like fish dude hanging out of the egg. So I was like, oh, I probably got to help this dude. So I brought him down. I put him like in a stroller made out of bones or something. And he was just like grunting, and he had these weird little hands and feet, and they kept like grabbing the handles, looking at me. And he was just staring at me. So I was like, okay, well, I got to save this dude. He's going to be my friend. So I brought him to the, down the little conveyor belt train thing and hooked him up to this machine. I was like, okay, this will probably help him. And it freaking stabs him in the back of the neck or something. He starts screaming. There's like blood and stuff everywhere now. And I'm like, oh crap. He's in this weird egg-shaped thing. And earlier I remember seeing this like ice cream scooper type chair. So I was like, oh, I bet I got to take him to the ice cream scooper. That'll probably help him. So I get him there, put him in the ice cream scooper, and it scoop kills him. Not like scoops him out, saves him. It scoop kills him, knocks his dang arm off, and for some reason, I pick up his arm. So I'm just walking around with my dead fishman friend's arm, and like at any point, I look down and I can see it, and I walk around with it for a really long time because I don't know what the heck is going on. So I eventually get through all that stuff, and I eventually get attacked by some weird lizard with like human arms. It jumps on me, gives me a super hug, and like, I don't know, it looked like it was trying to kill me, but then it didn't, and now it's just hugging me. And at some point, I pick up a weird, like, I don't know, tube key. But then I also picked up a gun, and I noticed that the tube key wasn't in my hand anymore. So I was like, oh, let me look down to see if I'm holding it like I was holding that hand. And the freaking lizard arms, they're holding it for me. I'm just sitting there like, what are you supposed to do? And then a dude falls out of like another egg. Everything's making squishy, squirty, gooey sounds. I mean, it was just weird. And it made me feel bad. I've never had a game made me feel so dang bad. Like, I thought about that fish dude I killed for like 3 or 4 days. And my girlfriend was like, oh, you going to play some more Scorn and finish that game, asking about my GamePass series. And I was like, hell no. I'm not going to play that weird-ass game no more. I don't know what to rate it. I really don't know what to say about it. I usually, write a whole script. But I couldn't even think. Like, literally, here, look. Here's my screen. Literally says Scorn, game 96, nothing. I don't know what to say. Even the intro was weird. You're just staring at a dude's face, and then he opens his eye, and he's like squishy. I don't know. If you guys want to feel bad and think you're gonna play a cool first-person shooter where you run around and shoot zombies or something, but you don't, you just do disturbing things, play Scorn. I'm not gonna rate it. I don't know what to say.